hand in hand with chapter 3, okay? So the one that we're using there is called hobby, right? All right, so chapter 3, they're introducing a new one, and it's also a string, and he calls it a version. Okay. So the difference, the constructors and the beans, they have a little tiny issue there. So I'm gonna move this up here a little bit. So this is no problem, right? Hello? No problem at all, right? So we have two types of methods in constructors. What are they?
Yeah, and setter.
Mutators and accessors, right? So the mutators are called what?
Setters.
I heard from a Java class this week. In Java 1, I always call them setters and getters and mutator, right? So this particular guy from Java 2 doesn't like the name setters or getters.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't like that name. He doesn't use setters or getters. He has his own names. He doesn't like that. He also hates printf, so he doesn't allow anybody to use printf. Like, no. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know that? Okay, all right. So I was surprised because, I mean, if I don't like public, then I can use public. Yeah. All right, so how do we do a setter?
Public void.
Public void. Then you put set. Let's say hobby, right? And then you have, obviously, you're accepting the string here, and let's just call it X, okay? So in this case here will be this guy called hobby, right? Is equal to this X, right? The same thing goes with the other one, and then you have the same situation with the getter, but the getter is a little bit different, and is get. Let's say hobby. And what do we do here?
Return.
What do we return? Do we return the X or do we return, let's say, hobby? Hobby, right? So far it's exactly the same. Okay? The difference is that on the other side of the coin, where you have the input, so we have three things here, right? One is that, the second one is the name, and the third one is the value, right? So we're only interested always in the name. So he has this hobby, and the other guy, the one that he's introducing right now is called a version. Right? The rest the same, right? But we need to concentrate on that. So when you do this on the beans, yes.
Doesn't the return type of the getter have to be string?
Good point. Someone said a string back there, but I didn't know what it was. So that's what was it, right? Okay. All right. So this guy, right? There's somewhere here. So the only difference is that if that guy, lowercase over here, this one here has to be an uppercase. The same thing over there, that's a lowercase. So for the other one, the setter also has to be the same thing over here. They have to be uppercase. Okay. So that's the only difference. Okay, so the actual coding of the Java, that's the uppercase, in terms of constructors. So that will be a constructor that you put in the bin, and then this will be the actual names of the variables that you have on the input. Easy, right? Okay, so the other thing was this. We have the project name, right? Then once we have the project name, we have something called what? Web, what is it?
Web.xml.
No, the different folders.
INF.
And I have something like
INF, right? I think it is. But before this one, there's another one.
that?
Wow, good questions with this. So you have one web something here, the other one is web INF, right? All right, someone is gonna try it? No? No? All right. So inside this guy here, you have something called, what?
Web pages?
Web.xml.
Yeah. What we have here, in here?
Index.
The XML, exactly. All right, web XML and it's a period and a hyphen. So this was pages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's a hyphen there, right? And then at the same level, somewhere down here, you have the index,
.jsp.
JSP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we agree that this is like the main, in general Java, when you call the page, this is the one that gets loaded first, right? Okay. So below this one here, we have something called source
Packages.
packages, right? Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
How it's set up that web INF is a subfolder of web pages, but since it's not tabbed or anything, it looks like web pages is the folder and web INF is another folder below the project.
Okay, so what you're saying is that web pages is here?
Yeah, like that.
Is there another web here?
The other web is not a web, it's a meta.
Okay.
See?
Next time web INF, we are subfolders of web pages.
Yeah, web page, right, exactly. Yeah, you're correct. Right. So this guy actually goes with this, right? Source packages. Okay. So this one, by default, this one doesn't exist. You have to actually import it, right? Remember how to do that? Okay. Right click on this guy, and then you go new, and then you go to the right, and that. Okay, fine. So what is this for?
For the server.
Right. Also for the bins. This one is basically like a configuration file that tells the system where the different these packages are. Okay, and you can have as many as you want. Those configurations. Okay. Okay. So what he's doing today, he's doing something that is really hard, in the sense that the book, chapter 3, is not 100% clear. And then when you go into the notes on the website, you get some answers to the questions, and the book is leaving empty, but not everything. Okay? So you need to, chapter 3, you definitely need to use both of them. The notes on the internet and the book, one by one. Because some of the stuff that is missing here, you get it from here and vice versa. There's still some things that are not in either case, okay? It says, copy this, and you say, yeah, from where to what?
Exactly.
All right?
Step down.
So it's not in either place, but I'm working on that. Okay, so basically what he's doing today, he creates a package, right? And what's the deal with the packages? There's a default package. Don't use the default because funny how things happen. So in this chapter 3, he's actually asking us to create two packages, two different packages. And at the same time, he's asking us to, whatever we put over here, we have to put it over here too, two sections. That's where it gets complicated, because you go like, okay, how does this guy know about this, and what's the relation of that, okay? So that's what we're gonna go through today. And so let's see if we can cover everything that I went through. If not, then we'll continue tomorrow, right?